Sports. Stay with us.
The show continues after this break.
Good morning. We continue with the headlines and we're taking your responses shortly. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Join the conversation on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You can also get on X at Nigeria Info PH. Don't forget that we also are streaming on YouTube at Nigeria Info PH, and you can join any of these platforms to contribute to the conversation this morning. We'll begin by taking some of your comments on Facebook Live. Remember to click on the share button. It's very easy. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Like the page, get onto the live stream, and drop your comments. And importantly, also click the share button. Jeff Atibekwe says, Tony Ocha wanted to crucify the governor for not conducting local government elections, but now the governor is set to conduct the elections. Okay. Anunobi Onyekachi Casey says, call for US DSS director to resign. He'll end up resigning. They failed, but ended up killing the suspect immediately. Anunobi Onyekachi Casey, okay, already took that one. Gifting Sirim, like I said, I think I'll repeat this. Keep the messages very short, all right? Because it's a live stream and we have several messages coming in. And if yours isn't short enough, it might be overtaken by others. Kudili says, Ohaneze tackle Onanugba over hatred towards Igbos. I concur with them. Jeff Atibekwe says, we took that already. Christian Williams, I wish the government will know that the hardship facing Nigerians is becoming too much, hence the planned protest. Gifting Sirim sent 27 lawmakers led by Mazamewele at the real enemies of River State. Alori Spieth says, good morning. The call for the arrest of CTC chairman and members is not necessary because the local government election is around the corner. Thango Dabilit says, no court in the world will grant such anti-request for Martin Amewole and his group of friends. Becca Menegbo says, I thought the era of subsidy had gone, as President Tinubu said in his swearing-in speech. Lorenzo Delight says, federal government should settle the issue between Dangote and NPC Limited. We can't continue huge PMS importation. Well, that battle, hopefully we see the end of it. Now, this is also very important. On the news, if you had followed in the morning, for those who followed, if you did not follow, let me just hit you with one of the headlines: bed bugs at the hostel in the River State College of Health, Port Harcourt. Now, that story is interesting. We don't just have the stories, we also have pictures of the situation, including the situation with the toilets and the both male, female toilets at the hospital, the College of Health, I beg your pardon, and beds that they use, and some of them who are suffering from the bed bug bites. Well, so go on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH and see it for yourself. There are those who say the contrast in the picture that you would see is very, very different from what a College of Health should be, which is to promote health and teach health. Unfortunately, the pictures did not display the same aim or goal. Well, so on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, go there and drop your comments on that one as well. Just scroll to it, scroll down, and you will find all of those details. Let's quickly get on to the phone lines. We hope that the government will look into the situation at the College of Health. Very important. The Commissioner for Health, everyone involved should quickly pay attention to that situation. I don't think any of the students there would deserve the kind of facility that they are learning in. So it should be taken care of with urgency. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. Some of the numbers that you can call to join in on the conversation. We begin with JJ from Rumigbo. JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yep, go ahead.
Let me start with my governor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, urging traditional rulers to fight oil bunkering in their area because economic sabotage. I think it's a good call, and I will urge the CTC chairman to also do same like what you have in Omuma, where Regina promised has set up anti-bunkering people that will go after those that are doing bunkering. So the CTC people should also key into that to work with the traditional rulers to make sure they stamp out that. Then the comic relief this morning is Martin Sameule and his people calling for the arrest of CTC chairman. I want to remind Martin Sameule that the law he made about local government CTC in 2018 is what they used to bring them in. You cannot backdate a law. There are several other states that are also running CTC, and nobody has called for the CTC arrest. So for me, I think they should go withdraw their matter in court so that the election can hold and everybody rest. And conclusively, let me thank Evans BP for the grant is given to business people. You see, when you look at the Indian model, it's not big. They started small and begin to grow. I think that's exactly what Evans BP has brought on board, so that those businesses can grow and everybody will benefit.
All right, let's go to Uchenna. Uchenna, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go on, Uchenna.
So, in your in-house news, teacher set agenda for the board members in the next section. Complain about number of teachers in town as regards to the number of teachers in the village. My brother, it is a very sorry state that if you come to rural areas, in some schools you see 4 or 3 teachers, but when you go to town, you see influx of teachers. And sometimes, if a teacher is sent to the rural areas, in the next 1 week, they have left the rural area to town. What is special about teaching in town that is not in the village? And if you come to the same curriculum, they are running the same curriculum, they write the same exams. In fact, most of the board members are not even trying at all. Sometimes you sit in the office, you want teachers to bring their text to you. You can't go for an unscheduled visit to schools. No query, no discipline, or giving to teachers. Why are we killing education? Why are we? I think it's the right time the new board members that are coming, that I think they are starting their work in by the next session. They should try to look into these things. Schools in rural areas are dead. But we have teachers in the town, in their number. But in the communities, we don't have them. You are posted to a school in the community. In the next 1 week, you have left, you are in town. What is so special about this in town? You are taking the same salary for Christ's sake. It is not good. Right. I am pained this morning. In fact, by hearing what I heard on the radio, I am optimistic that by next administration, teachers will sit up. We are crying there is no promotion. The government has promoted. Some doesn't come to school. With all of one time, they will not come to school. Some come once in 3 weeks. Uchenna. And nobody is checking it for this thing.
All right, thank you, Uchenna. But we have to move on now to Omerelu. We have Samuel on the line. Lugard is also calling from Iche. With regards to the school, I think there's also, it's both ways. As much as we hammer on the teachers to ensure that they are their duty post, let's also not take out of context the fact that the facilities that they would work with have to be made available and conducive in those areas, even for the children that will be coming to learn. That's another thing. We have to put up a system in the villages, in the communities that would make it attractive as it is here in quote, towns. And I think if that is done to a large extent, it's going to help tackle the problem of insecurity, make sure that the environments are friendly, the teachers' quarters where they would stay, accommodation. There's a lot of other things that should be put into context as well. And I'm sure the government, the Commissioner for Education, the board members and everybody would have to sit down and not look at this from one side, but give a holistic approach to this before anybody is hitting with the stick for not doing their job. Samuel, Omerelu, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Welcome.
It is a very shocking news this morning that the College of Health has been surrendered with the bedboard and so on. My brother, it's a very surprising news. The whole College of Health. What are they heading there for now? You know, my daughter came back and with a lot of sickness, and I took her to hospital because of bedboard. Please, I want to urge government this morning to weigh into this action. If not, I'll take them to court. Because I cannot send somebody to go and learn health, then you come back with sickness. Then I keep claiming that they are head. No, it's not a good one. Then let them burn all the whole home. Because that thing I've even transferred to my house. If you have I'm saying, like, I can give her food, we talk with her. So that is one thing I said should remind me this morning. The government should go and burn the whole home. Then on the issue of primary secondary school, My brother, if you go to Omelu government secondary school, you will shock. What is happening to government? I want to know. Are we not part of government? If you go to that school, no, every house filled with grass. Every house collapsed there. Please, they should go and look for it and find a way to rehabilitate that government secondary school. Omelu. No chair, nothing. Please, if you go by yourself and go to Omelu, I want to urge our governor, the listening governor, the unbeatable governor, to go to Omelu and help us out. Then we also want to welcome Dr. Danis Oji coming to Omelu on tomorrow for empowerment.
All right, Samuel, thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you.
If you want to make that announcement, you can come over to the studios and do that. But quickly, with regards to the College of Health situation, like I said earlier, we have the pictures of the toilets, the beds, and some of the students who are suffering from the bed bug problem on Facebook. Another thing is, I know that the government has its aides for social media and all of that. If they are listening, they should get onto the Nigeria Info page, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, get those videos and pictures and forward them to the appropriate quarters. We would also see what we could do to get in those pictures to those appropriate quarters, and I think we already have done that. That information should be well in the hands of those that need to take the urgent action that is needed to address that problem. Lugard in Echie, good morning.
Yeah. Andrew, greetings from Echie to you.
Yeah, greetings. Go ahead.
Yes. Andrew, Tony Okocha, for me, I'm a member of All Progressive Congress. We don't believe what Tony Okocha is doing in Rivers State. Yeah, he's a caretaker from Abuja, but he does not control the majority of APC in Rivers State, where I look and belong. I want to call on Tony Okocha to please. It's not good every time we hearing someone's name, Tony Okocha. In 2019, the same Tony Okocha denied this APC is claiming to be a caretaker today, opportunity to produce the governor of Rivers State. And we have every arsenal that time to make sure that we produce the governor. But because of Tony Okocha, we were denied that mandate. I want to say, please allow Rivers State to be peaceful. The APC you are controlling is national. You are not in charge of us. Majority of APC today are with Emeka Beke. Andrew, I'm not happy hearing Tony Okocha every day talking about this, talking about that, because he is fond of doing that. Andrew, finally, you remember how we have been talking about primary schools in our rural areas. And the most annoying part of it is that the governor identified that, yes, truly our schools in the rural areas are not functional. Andrew, you are aware too that this registration went to Ogeda community, where primary school and secondary school are in one roof. And we have shouted it on air. The governor up to today have refused to do something about it. No wonder. Kudos to one of Ogeda who volunteered himself with some other people.
Let's go over to Ida. And then quickly, Lugard. All right, so, well, the government said it's taking steps. Board has been constituted and they are working on it. So to say refuse, well, that might be extreme. But we hope that we see that the government is able to bring its promises to a reality, because people are eager and waiting. We have many schools that are not in any good shape at all. And beyond the approach of the government, I think many people are expecting urgency. And it looks as though you can't see urgency. It feels like it should be even a state of emergency in that sector, because the decay is enormous. And yes, if you go to some villages, I think on Nigeria Info, we've had several of them where these schools, children sit on the floor. So imagine a school where children sit on the floor, but you want teachers to go there. Where would the teachers even stay? Do they have teachers' quarters? There are a few things that also should be in place that should be taken care of. So it gives the government the boldness. And, when you are standing to say go, it's because you have equipped who you are sending to go adequately. And when they don't go by that time, and then you decide to take any actions, nobody would fault or say that this action are taken out of line. Nkoro Ida is on the line. Good morning.
Andre Femi, good morning.
Let's hear you.
I want to please beg Martins and Mewule and his colleague, their former assembly members, to leave Rivers State to be peaceful. Why are they calling police to arrest CC chairman then? Look at what these chairmen are doing. Look at what the FANP is doing in Kokubolo. Want to go Koronia that Tituki Gan is performing very, very well. And they are calling police to arrest these people.
Addis Ababa and his colleagues should please leave River State to be peaceful. Please. The governor is doing well. Look at River State is booming with projects. The persons are trooping in day by day. And you are calling on police. I want to use the opportunity to call on Tony Okocha. Please allow River State to be peaceful. Please. The governor is doing well. God give us a very good governor that is performing very, very well. The light is shining in River State. Many they shall gather, but they plan. It will not come to pass.
All right, Ida.
River State is shining with light. On top of the manner. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Temple from Echie. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. How are you doing this morning?
Fantastic. Temple, go ahead.
Ifemi Andrew, if we must be honest to ourselves, just imagine a school that is supposed to be promoting hygiene, a school that is supposed to be promoting health, a school that is supposed to be ensuring that the students, even though they come there with some, symptoms of sickness, goes home at least well taken care of. That is where you'll be hearing bed bug. It is not unheard of. I think for me, this is part of the leadership problem that School of Health is having. People must tell ourselves this. My sister graduated from that school. I know what we pass through in ensuring that we put our health, entire health to a standstill. Where you will go, you see the most important, the female students coming up with all sorts of, health challenges, infections and what have you. For me, I want to appeal to the Commissioner of Health, Dr. Ade Ore, and the governor himself, come to the aid of this school. If there should be a need for leadership.
Hello, Temple.
It's as simple as ABCD. And for me, I want to also appeal to them. Dr. Romanus is always here to ensure the needful is done. In the sector,
Temple.
in the medical field, it's already in the needful. In
Temple, thank you very much. I think your message already has been heard. We have to get on to some messages on WhatsApp. I think we took quite a lot of them on Facebook already. On WhatsApp, this one says, good morning. I'm Emily calling for the arrest of CTCs in River State. That is a welcome development. We cannot continue to disobey our laws. Michael Umar sending this from Owemini. I think he wouldn't be the first who had asked for the arrest of CTCs. So it shouldn't be something that's shocking to anyone because, everybody's well within their rights to call for what they think is lawful and constitutional. Martins Amewule and friends should leave the governor alone to concentrate. They already have lost their seats. I think what they should do now is plan for the forthcoming election instead of engaging in false hope. Let the courts speak on this matter, which is one of the reasons why their request for a ban on the expenditure of the government was not approved, or judgment did not go in their favor, because we're still waiting to get judgment on whether they are still members of the House or not. So until the court decides that, we wait and see. Wisdom Ihangi, you sent that message in. This person says, good morning. Schools in rural areas are short-staffed, but schools in Port Harcourt and Obiakpo and parts of Eleme, Oyigbo and Ikure local governments are overpopulated. So the good number of staffers are swallowed up by the population. I think we already spoke a lot about this already. Mainka from Okrika. And I was also saying the government needs to do a few things, especially with the College of Health. If you see those pictures, you would wonder what has been happening over the years. Isn't there a system in that school? Isn't there leadership? Who's in charge? How did we not see these things until they got to that point? You don't understand what it means until you go and see what the toilets are like. And then you say, how did it get this bad? And nobody was reporting, nobody was doing anything. Well, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, that's the handle on Facebook. My name is Ifemi Andrew. Good morning.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info. We'll be back.
This season of Big Brother Naija is a must follow.